So I'm reconnecting, but I'm connecting for the first time with someone that I'm a huge fan of. So I love to do these Zooms when I'm like fangirling because it's so exciting for me. And I'm here with the beautiful, talented, and incredible Lilith Czar. So thank you so much for being on Reconnect with Rockers.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This is really exciting. I have to tell you, this is my first official on-air interview for created From Filth and Dust. So I'm very honored that it's with you, and I'm very excited. So
I am honored to have you. I don't even kind of know where to start because, all right, I'm going to start with how I discovered you music and put you on the air on WDHA. And I'm going to give you a little backstory on 2 emails that I received. One was from a mom who is like, oh, I love the Queens of Noise show. And I listen every week with my daughter. And she's 17 and I'm however old mom was. I don't care. And then a man emails me. And the guy is like, oh my God. He's like, he felt the need to tell me I'm 51. This rocks. It's probably the best new music that I've heard. And it was Anarchy. It's the best new music that I've heard in a long time. And I thought to myself, box check, box check, box check. That is the sign of like a great new artist when you've got the mom and the daughter, and then you've got, some guy working outside, on a hot day. And he's like, this is just incredible music. So
wow.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. Cause we don't get that, everybody gets these little boxes for things sometimes, and we don't always get that in radio. So let's start with your rebirth.
First of all, I'm extremely flattered. Thank you for telling me that story. It just made my day. So.
Yeah. I think fan stories are better than questions, fan stories are always better than questions.
Oh, 100%. And it's being able to relate to, men and women and a variety of ages. Like that's the dream, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to create music that just people can relate to and people can enjoy. And so hearing that is like, makes my day.
Yay. And you're a veteran. I mean, you're a veteran at a young age. You've been doing this for a long time.
I have been doing this since I was a teen. Since I was a fetus. Yeah.
Yeah. Like since a young teen, out on the Warped Tour, TV shows, record deal that, maybe wasn't what you wanted it to be. And everybody, people don't sometimes understand when you get into the music business, especially when you're young and especially when you're female. People want to change you and make you into what they want you to be. So let's talk about, because I know you've probably mentioned this a million times, and I want to just give a little backstory. When Juliette Simms discovers that Lilith Czar is really who she is. So when is that moment for you? And when did you decide, you know what, this is about taking control of not only my career and my artistry, but my life right now?
Yeah. Well, it's, it's interesting that what you said before about being told, who you are, what to do, how to think, how to dress, how to feel, as if you're like a puppet, like I think anybody can understand. I think we all go through this where somebody, evaluates for you and tells you can't do it, you can't succeed, you can't, you're not this. It's like nobody has the right to tell you what you are, who you are, what you think, what you believe in. Like that's up to you to decide, and you only. And I spent a great deal putting up with that and dealing with that, especially because I was a woman, especially because I was in the pop world for a while, the alternative world. And it was like, the entire time I'm screaming, no, I want to be in rock music. I want to make rock music. I want to make rock music. And I have, the industry and record labels telling me, no, you have a raspy voice. You already have a rock voice. We can't put live guitars behind you. We can't put live drums behind you. It's not going to work. Girls can't do rock. If I hear that one more time, it's just like, that's just your opinion. That's just your opinion, and it's not mine, and I'm going to prove you wrong. And so, excuse me,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay, good. You're gonna bleep me.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. So I started, I struck up this relationship with Sumerian, signed with them. I was really excited. I'm with a fucking awesome rock label. I get to finally make the music that I've been wanting to make, that I've been fighting to make. And through the process of writing and recording this album, there was a gigantic shift in my way of thinking, my confidence, my attitude towards life, my power. Like I felt like I had recaptured something that I had when I was really young, like when I was a little girl and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking take over the planet. Like I felt that, like, that fire ignite again, and that fire had dimmed in Juliette Simms, and and the artist that was Juliette Simms was, the artist that had been put through, had been put, boulders on top of her shoulders, and then another one, and then another one. And it was this person that I had become that I no longer was. And last year, with all of the time that we had at home, I was really able to rediscover myself and really think about who I was and what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, what I wanted to do with this album. And I realized that I had completely, this record had changed me. My own music, my own writing and recording and putting this created From Filth and Dust together, it was like a chrysalis almost. And what came out of it was Lilith Czar as this new butterfly. And I just wanted to be able to create something that other people could benefit from, so to speak. I wanted people to know that you can change, you can do it, you can make your dreams come true, you can fight back, you can stand up for what you believe in. And that's something that I've always wanted to translate in my art, is like, you're so powerful. And that is what I hope people can take away from this record and me as an artist.
And I think it's a fearless thing to do, because you had a record deal. Everybody wants a record deal. So you had a record deal, and you were, going out on the road and doing things and creating music. And it's really a fearless thing to say, but that's not who I am. This is who I am. And I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I'm changing and I'm shifting directions. And I think giving people the message that being fearless is okay. That, I think, is such an important message, because it's really easy to just sort of do the conventional thing and get by the easy way, even if you're miserable. It sucks the whole time you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it essentially, me telling the label that I was with to go F themselves got me dropped.
Yeah, right.
But it got me where I am today. And I'm very happy that I had made that decision. Without great risk, it's hard to achieve great things. And I always, it's like a mantra. If it's hard and it's tough and it's difficult, it's when you get through it and you get to the other side, the success that could come is all the sweeter, is all the greater, is all the more precious. And you just got to keep your eye on the end game.
Yeah. Big picture. So let's talk a little bit about creative From Filth and Dust, and so many great tracks on this record. This is a journey record. I love a journey record. When you kind of take the journey. I remember when I knew you were a Bowie girl, and as soon as I started watching the videos, I was like, oh, this is an artist that is transformed from one to the next, you know, the rebirth here, and it reminded me of Bowie. And then I listened to Lola and, you know, grew up on the Spiders from Mars and Queen Bitch. And I heard the little innuendos in this, you know, I was like, oh my God, see, I knew it. I knew she had to like David Bowie, because I haven't seen that, you know, with an artist in a while too, where people become, you know, because people were saying, oh, she's, you know, Juliette's alter ego. And I was like, no, I think it's more than that. You know, it's way more than that. It's not an alter ego. This is a rebirth of who she is. And so I think that I love bringing that artistry back to music, because I think that it's been missing for a really long time. And what I love too is you're not afraid. You said they wanted to sort of label you as a pop artist, but you're not afraid to bring some of that pop sensibility in. I mean, it's so rock and roll, and it's so like heavy and metal and crazy and wild and angry and pissed off. And then there are the moments though where it's really glossy and big, you know. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, pop music, it just means popular, you know, like there's different flavors of pop music. I'm a junkie for a good hook. I am absolutely all about catchy melodies, a good hook, something that you can't get out of your head. I love dichotomies, you know. I love things to be beautiful and at the same time very ugly. You know, I think that I've always been quite a dichotomy when it comes to whether it's my career or my style of writing for myself so boldly. But bringing pop sensibility into like hard rock, to me, just gives it a different dimension than you'd expect. And I like that. I like doing things that people may not expect.
And I think it always makes it, for me, because I'm a pop music girl too. I love a good pop song. They're never guilty pleasures for me. It's just a way of life.
Yeah.
And for me, it's always made it more just more visual and more, you know, and more likable. And that's what I've always loved about bringing pop sensibilities into rock. It just makes it all that more engaging. And there's so many great songs on this record. So many great songs. I mean, from King to Lola to Anarchy. Let's talk about Anarchy, which really is like the big, you know, official single. You had a great week of radio supporting this song. So tell me a little bit about Anarchy.
You know, Anarchy is my life's anthem. It's you know, every line in this song represents a variety of things. You know, this song is written for the people that are sick and tired of being told, you know, like we said before, who they are, what to do, how to feel, how to be, you know, that they can't shoot for the stars, that they can't do this, that they can't do that. This is my F you, watch me. The feeling, the emotion, the meaning, everything behind it was already there. It was just dangling in the stratosphere, just being like, hey, we're ready to come down. It's just like here, and we just like, it was the most magical songwriting session I think of my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it's pretty crazy that it's, you know, yeah.
And you know what? And there's so many great tracks on the record. I love the cover of Edge of 17.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. And you seem like an artist that, has Stevie Nicks heard it? Because you seem like an artist that if she hears about you, like I could picture she would be a fan, because, you know, that's how she's such an artist herself. Her songs are her babies. She's all about artistry. So I would imagine she would love your version of her song.
I hope she hears it. I mean, if Stevie ever discovers that cover, or I ever find out she knows who I am, that's like, I'm just gonna start throwing up. I'm just gonna poop my pants. I don't know.
I don't blame you. She's Stevie Nicks. And it's funny too, you know, you cover a song like that. That's an iconic song. And you said too, that song has meant so much to you over the years that you almost feel like in your heart, it's your song anyway, because it brought you back. I read a quote from you where you're like, I've loved this song since I was 5 years old. I feel like it's a part of me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the, magical thing about music is that, once an artist or a band or whatever puts out a record or, a song, it's it's no long it's yours, but it's also no longer yours. It's, you're giving it away. And I
Yeah.
think that, especially in our like impressionable, like, younger years, what you listen to is going to absolutely, shape you, and it's going to stick with you, and it's going to affect you in, you know,
It's
in
true.
so many different
Absolutely.
ways. Yeah. And, and
Absolutely.
I just got, and when my parents turned me on to Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks and Rumors and Belladonna, and like, I
Yeah.
I don't know what to
Belladonna. Oh,
say.
such a great record. Such a great
It's,
record.
oh my
Insane.
God.
Insane. Insane.
Insane. And so it just affected me in a way where it's, you know, I listen to those records now, and I'm 5 years old running on the beaches of San Diego when my dad and his brothers are surfing, and I'm dancing around like a, a weirdo and
A
listening
white-winged
to,
dove. You're dancing around like a white-winged
yeah,
dove. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's that, that sense of, that feeling of freedom and, carefree, and just nothing but the future and hopes. It's just like it's the best feeling,
Yeah.
music from your childhood. It just
Yeah.
gives you the best feeling. And
Yeah.
so when we were trying to decide what I was going to cover for this album, and the whole concept of the record and the rebirth and the recapturing of that power that you have as a child, and that carefreeness can be, um sure, it could be taken for naiveness, but it's also, you're unaffected. That, like, being that carefree feeling makes things not affect you, because you're like, I don't need to worry about that. Like, it just makes you bold and
Absolutely.
fearless. And
Absolutely. It's like it is almost like a drug in a way. It is
yeah,
almost
yeah,
it's almost like
absolutely.
an addicting drug. And music is like that. Music is
Yeah.
time travel in a way. Where it
Yeah, oh,
literally does
absolutely.
take you right back to that place.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that I've said that it's what music is. It's time travel,
It is.
1,000%. And so yeah, when I mean, we went through hundreds of songs, and I kept coming back to Edge of 17 and just going, the meaning of the song. It's like, the Edge of 17 has lots of different little bits of what was written about what, but it's about life and death. It was it was the little bow on top of the record, and it was really
Yeah.
fun to record it. We did it the same, I wanted to stay true to the way Stevie recorded the vocal, which was in the room, one, a mic, top to bottom. No takes, no multiple verses, multiple chorus, like, just start to finish. We did it 3 times, and we picked our favorite one, and that was it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And you know
Yeah.
what? It's perfect because this is almost, can be a record that can kind of be conceptual in nature. And this song just fits perfectly right in the groove. And super exciting, you're going out on tour. Lilith Czar is going out on tour. And the thing that's so exciting to me, and it's so funny because when we got our Jersey date, and it's a WDHA present, so I can't wait to be out at the show, December 15th, Prudential Center, which is an awesome arena.
Yep.
We got Evanescence and Hailstorm, and then saw that you were added to the bill along with the ladies from Plush, and I thought, this is just monstrous. Big arena show, all female fronted bands. It was like my dream come true. I was like, I have lived to see this. This is insane.
It was your dream. It was my
I
dream
know,
come true.
right? Because I've been at the station for so long, and we've never had an arena rock show in all the years I've been there where it's just been all the women carrying the ticket sales,
Wow.
So talk to me a little bit about your band. What is your band going to look like when this tour starts?
So I have 3 band members. Amazing, fantastic drummer. Her name's Lindsay. She
Woo!
is just I mean, I'm telling you, this girl, when she plays, it's just like watching like the most glorious mermaid just bang on her hair. I mean, she's just so badass. Love her to death. And then my guitar player, Evan, who is just incredible musician, just makes his acts sing. And then we've got Justice on bass and keys, and they're like, they're like family to me. I love these people so much, and I'm so excited to get back on stage with them and play opening. Oh my god, I can't even. I opening for Hailstorm and Evanescence. Like when I told them, oh my god, they were like, "What?"
I know, this is like, so cool.
Yeah, when I found out, I think there was like a solid like half an hour where I was like staring at the wall, like, really?
No, you deserve it. You deserve it. This is your time. You deserve it. And you deserve to be in that big arena playing these big visual arena songs from created from Filth and Dust. You deserve to be on that bill. So I am so happy for you.
Thank you, Terrie. I appreciate that.
I mean, but so happy.
This is a moment that I've been dreaming of since I was a little girl. So yeah, it's just like, I think that's why the shock of it was just like, I'm so happy I didn't give up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. New record tour is coming up. We've got a December date on December 15th at the Prudential Center, WDHAFM.com to get your tickets, Ticketmaster.com to get your tickets. And I am so happy that we had the chance to connect for the very first time. I cannot wait to see you and the band in concert here in New Jersey. And man, you're a rock star. You're a rock star. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the very kind words. You have absolutely just made my entire week. Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you, girl. Lilith Czar, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Rockers. Can't wait to see you in person and give you a big old hug.
Me too. DHA's Reconnect with Rockers is powered by Karis Lock Company, your full-service locksmith, and Dover Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on Route 46 in Rockaway. Online at doverdodge.com.